Dear viewers, welcome to this YouTube channel. In this chapter, there will be an explanation of Case Study 1049, Strong Financial Planet, Native, with Weak Financial Planet, Spouse, as follows. Case Study 1049. Justify ASC position based on the native's birth time. ASC is in Sagittarius. Then the native should be a talkative person. Mercury-ASC in sextile, weak financial status, Saturn, the second house ruler in detriment, and lazy, Mars in the 12th house. However, the native's real life is a person who rarely speaks, is diligent with good financial status. By relocating ASC back to Scorpio, the horoscope is relevant to the native's real life. Chart reading process. ASC locates in Scorpio. Mars-Venus conjunction in the first house, Tanu. Despite being friendly pairs, Mars in domicile, mildly strong, with Venus in detriment do not enhance their strengths. The native will be diligent when getting older, Mars in domicile, and straightforward, together with imaginative, joyful, and artistic, Venus. However, with Venus in detriment, the native tends to be fanciful, unusual, incomprehensible, and excessive. Mars is the first house's ruler, horalogic. The native's true nature is diligent, openly, reasonable, logical. With Mars in domicile, the native is self-centered, thinking about the native self before anything else. This horoscope is quite strong to moderate. Its first house ruler, Mars in domicile, gradually strengthening with aging, but in conjunction with detrimental Venus, gradually weakening. Then the native's life will not be smooth and has some difficulty, need to consider other factors. The native will be in good health due to Mars, planet of health, is in domicile without Uranus in aspect to ASC or Mars, horalogic. Meanwhile, Venus in detriment will have negative effect on other issues, not health. The Sun is Tanu said, and the native is arrogant and dignity. Considering planets in aspect to ASC, the native is a diligent person, impatient, angry, active, Mars conjunction, joyful, artistic, and entertaining, Venus conjunction, sometimes stubborn without reason, Rahu sextile, but courage, risk-taking, alcoholic and obsession with mischief, Rahu in normal strength. However, with Jupiter, exaltation, and ASC in trine, the native's consciousness will restrain bad habit and any obsession in that habit will not last long. Jupiter represents virtue. The native is soft-hearted, kind, compassionate, and will get support during hard times from seniors. Considering planets without aspect to ASC. With the Sun in debilitation, the native is arrogant, dignity in strange way, and in the native's true nature, the Sun is Tanu said, but does not express these characters, the Sun in the 12th house. With the Moon in post-exaltation, the native has decent manners but rarely express or does not possess that manner, the Moon in the 8th house, Mahana. With Mercury in post-exaltation, the native is inherently very thorough but rarely express this character, Mercury in the 12th house. On contrary, the native's appearance looks like rough person due to influence of Mars in domicile in the first house. With Saturn in detriment in conjunction Ketu, enhance bad quality of Saturn but not impact in chart reading. The native is obsessive thinking and overly thoughtful but rarely express these characters. Sometimes, the native will be distraction, indecisive. In other words, the native has no endurance to difficulty. Delineating other houses in orders. The second house, Kadampa, financial, property, has no planet. With Jupiter, its ruling planet, in exaltation, the native financial status is good, depending on the native background, stable without shortage. However, with its ruling planet locating in the 9th house, Shubha, the native will often spend money on pursuit of happiness or long trips. The 7th house, Patni, partners, has no planet. With Venus, Detriment, its ruling planet, in conjunction with ASC, the spouse will be a burden of the native to take care of. However, with Venus-Mars, Domicile, conjunction in friendly pairs, their relationship is quite strong. The 10th house, Karma, work, has Saturn, Detriment, Ketu conjunction. The native often works hard in real estate and agriculture but will not get good result. With the Sun, debilitation, its ruling planet locating in the 12th house, Venushana, the native's work will not be stable or last long. The 11th house, Labha, fortune, has Rahu. The native will have good fortune on lottery, speculation in stock market, gambling, obsessive things, and mischief. With Mercury, post-exaltation, its ruling planet locating in the 12th house, the native will used up or lost the fortune, or properties acquired by fortune, in short period time. The 5th house, children or followers, has no planet. With Jupiter, its ruling planet, in exaltation, the native will have good children and followers. Moreover, its ruling planet locates in the 9th house, they will stay together in peace. The 3rd house, Sahaja, friends, has no planet. With Saturn, its ruling planet, in detriment, the native has only few friends or have no good friends. Moreover, its ruling planet locates in the 10th house, Karma, the native friends will come to work for the native or will offer some works to the native. However, such works will not have good result, Saturn in detriment. Prediction of the career. The native's suitable careers include those relate to teacher, religion, government service, supported by seniors, indicated by Jupiter, exaltation, and ASC in trine, technician, sports, adventure, military service, police, indicated by Mars, domicile, and ASC in conjunction, management, speculation, gambling, obsessive career, and mischief, Rahu and ASC in sextile. Careers that the native can do well but inauspicious include those relate to publishing, printing, information, literature, lecturer, Mercury in post-exaltation but in the 12th house. Careers that the native cannot do and inauspicious include those relate to hard work, difficult work, land and property development, agriculture. Saturn in detriment locates in the 10th house, gold. The Sun in debilitation locates in the 12th house. Careers that the native should not do include those relate to art, artist, beautiful things, entertaining work, Venus in detriment, and will get abnormal or error result. However, as Venus in conjunction with ASC, the native might feel good to do such careers, but later the native will feel tired of and difficulty to get acceptable result. The native's skill and expertise: sports, Mars, religion-related, teacher, Jupiter, information-related, resolution work, Mercury, trickery and gambling, Rahu, bizarre or unusual art, Venus in detriment. Real-life information. The native is a man with wealthy parents. His parents own lots of lands and plantation. The native works for procurement in his parents' plantation and own restaurant. His wife and subordinates manage everything with his little involvement. After getting a huge money from selling several plots of lands, his father gave all money to the native. Then his father continued his plantation. Every year when his father has a huge income, he will give these money to the native. Therefore, this story is quite relevant to the chart reading. With Saturn, detriment, in the 10th house, the native will not good at plantation. This is true because he does not put effort to the career. He used to buy a plot of land himself but could not make profit from it. Later he realized that he is not good at land trading and all hard work. Although his financial planet is quite strong, Jupiter in exaltation, careers that are good for him and can fulfill his requirement are only rare. Let's consider transit planets formation. Outer circle on above birth chart, on the date he got lots of money. The transit Saturn was in conjunction with the natal Rahu, its friendly pairs. Transit Jupiter, the 2nd house ruling planet, was in opposition to the natal Sun, its friendly pairs. Transit Mars was in conjunction with the natal Jupiter, its kindred pairs. The transit Venus was in conjunction with the natal Mercury, its water element pairs. This combination is one of an important planetary combination in Thai astrology which represents great fortune to the native. ****, this horoscope is a good case study to explain the subject of the native background, social status of parents, financial planet, the 2nd house ruling planet in exaltation and the native spouse with weak financial planet but working smart. The story of this couple looks interesting and is worth for study. See another case study in the next chapter. Please stay tuned for the upcoming episodes.